In this video, I'm going to show you how to plant strawberries from bare root. And to prove it works, here are mine, 2 weeks after planting. Deep green leaves, healthy red stems, fully established. Let me show you exactly how I did it so you can get the same result. Before we get into the planting, quick word on why I went with bare root plants instead of potted ones. 2 reasons. First is the cost, and second is variety. Bare root is much cheaper. You get more plants for the same budget. And you can also order specific varieties online instead of taking whatever's available locally. And I went with Mara des Bois, a small French variety with an intense, almost wild strawberry flavor. The only thing is they look rough when they arrive. Pale, almost colorless, with no leaves. And that's normal. Don't throw them away. Here is what you can do with them. First step before anything else, rehydrate the roots. They've lost moisture during shipping and they need to absorb water before going in the soil. I just used a small plastic container. You don't need a full bucket. Submerge the root in lukewarm water and leave them for 1 or 2 hours. Not more, because roots need oxygen too. And if you leave them overnight, they will start to rot. And after the soak, they will feel more flexible and look a little plumper. That's your green light to move on. One quick check before planting, look at the root length. If they are very long, more than 20 to 30 centimeters, trim about a third off. It sounds counterintuitive, but shorter roots establish faster. They grow new fine root hairs quicker, and it stops them from curling at the bottom of the pot. Use clean scissors, one cut and you're done. Now the most important part of the whole process, the crown. The crown is that thin junction between the roots and the leaves, right there in the middle. When you plant, the crown must sit exactly at soil level, not above and not below, right at the surface. If it's too high, the roots will dry out and the plant dies. But if it's too low, the crown rots and the plant dies too. To nail this every time, don't dig a flat hole. Instead, make a small mound of soil at the bottom. A little dome. Drape the roots over that dome all around it. Then the crown naturally sits at the top right at soil level. It's much easier to get right than trying to guess the depth in a flat hole. Alright, let's plant. Start with your soil. I used a mix of compost, potting soil and perlite. The compost brings nutrients, the potting soil gives structure, and the perlite improves drainage so water flows through instead of sitting at the roots. Because strawberries hate wet feet, so that mix keeps things rich but well draining. In my case, I garden on a balcony, so I'm working with pots and trying to make the most of the space I have. But the exact same principle applies if you are planting in the ground. Same soil prep, same spacing, and same crop depth rule. The technique doesn't change. Put a layer of soil at the bottom. Build your mound, spread the roots over it. Check the crown is at the surface level, then fill in around the roots. Firm the soil down gently with your fingers to remove any air pockets. Space matters too if you are planting multiple plants, 20 to 30 centimeters between each one, because they need airflow between them. Once it's all in, water slowly and thoroughly. Let it soak all the way through. That's the planting done. Now a couple of things that will decide how your first season goes. In the first year, when you see flowers appearing, remove them. I know it's hard, but if you let the plant flower and fruit straight away, it puts all its energy into producing berries instead of building roots. So you will get a few small strawberries now, but a weak plant for the next few years. Remove the flowers, let the roots establish properly, and from year 2 you will get a much bigger harvest every season. If you have everbearing varieties, remove flowers until midsummer, then let them go. You will get a small autumn harvest in year 1. So here is where my plants are at 2 weeks in. The leaves are a deep, healthy green. The plant is doing well. The stems have that natural red color, which is completely normal and actually a good sign of healthy circulation. So they have clearly established. This is exactly what you want to see at this stage. And it all comes down to getting the crown depth right and that initial rehydration. 2 more videos if you want to go further with strawberries. The first one is about timing. When is the best moment to plant? Spring or autumn? And what changes between the two? Link right here. And the second one is about runners. Once your plants are established, they will send out long stems with baby plants at the end. Completely free. I show you how to use those to multiply your patch. Link right here too.